Morning, good morning, good morning. Let me go ahead and connect the chat. My power people. Listen, I'm really excited to just see so many of you resonating with the 7-day money flow reset. I am grateful for those of you that's already registered and you've been attending these live streams to keep yourself aligned with what we're going to do and activate. So class starts September 23rd. So if you haven't signed up yet, go to thewomsauna.com/events. I am using the Ho'oponopono framework and prayer. It's an ancient Hawaiian practice that teaches how to restore harmony and cleanse any imprints through forgiveness. And it's a very specific prayer that says, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And I don't know if y'all peeped this, but I have a 4-phase transformational framework for my 1-year self-development program. And if you haven't taken the healing phase quiz that is at thewomsauna.com, go take it. Figure out where you need to concentrate your energy and your healing journey. But those 4 phases actually mirror the Ho'oponopono prayer. The first phase is release. The first part of the prayer is I'm sorry, clearing, right? The second phase in my program is restoration, right? And the Ho'oponopono prayer, it's please forgive me, right? And then the third phase in my program is rise. And the next part of the Ho'oponopono is thank you. Gratitude will elevate you, absolutely. And the fourth phase of my program is radiate. And in the Ho'oponopono prayers, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Release, restore, rise, radiate. Yeah, it's all connected. It's all connected. So I wanted to give some time for the algorithm to let y'all know that I am live. I am here. If you are here live or catching a replay, please put your name. If you're comfortable, what area you're in, put some dollar signs in the comments, in the chat. Let me know that you are with me. So today I want to zoom in on breaking the habit of overspending and scarcity. Long before you develop the behavioral pattern of overspending and living in scarcity, you have to assume the mindset of lack. You have to assume that you have limited resources to actually live a lifestyle of overspending. People who tend to overspend have a certain challenge with their self-concept, feeling confident, feeling like they're enough. And the same way they try to perform for other people's approval, perform for other people's love and acceptance, they also deal with avoidant tendencies, and they are not looking at the numbers, they're not looking at their budget. Even when they become aware that maybe their cash flow has changed, their income has changed, they still circulate their money as if they have everything, and they create these delusions around what their true financial capacity is. Ask me how I know. I've been there. There, as a woman of faith, I had to learn throughout the years what it was looking like when I was spiritually bypassing just being financially literate. And I was recently a part of a prayer call, and the sister, ooh, when she said it, I felt it in my belly. She said, you know, stop treating financial literacy as if it's the goal, it's the starting point. It's the starting point. So, in this 7-day money flow reset, it may on the surface look like most of what we'll be talking about is going to just be like prayer and spiritual emotional work. It's not. No, it's some real prep work that comes with this. This week, those of you who have registered, you will be required to come into class with your financial plan and confirmation that you are leveraging a team of financial advisors that I have as a resource for you, that will help you with your budgeting and your spending. And that's at no additional cost to you. So, see, the illusion is that to improve yourself, it's going to take so much. To improve yourself, you got to have money. And actually, you just have to have will. If you have the willpower, you can transform your life overnight. If you can just begin to expand your mindset and think the right thoughts, say the right things, make the correct choices, take the right actions. Before you know it, you'll be on the other side and you'll have victory. My spiritual mother said Friday night when I was dancing around with my church tribe, she said, God ordains victory. You have to learn how to command it. Come on, Mama Mina. She said, God ordains victories, but you got to learn how to command it. And you can't command a victory. You can't win a battle. You can't conquer anything if you won't even show up. And so being avoided, dismissive is toxic. It is a form of self-sabotage. It does keep you from actualizing your full potential because you are scared. I really do believe that there's only two paths in life. You're either living on the path of love or you are living on the path of fear. And fear is not necessarily the problem, because we want to understand courage without fear. But living a lifestyle according to your fears, oh, I'm scared this person's going to be like this. Oh, I'm scared that, this isn't going to work out. I'm scared. And then all of your choices, all of your decisions are shaped and molded by fear. What is the fruit of fear versus the fruit of love? And how does it serve you to function in that kind of way? Right? So during this money flow reset, I'm going to help you take 100% responsibility for your financial reality. We're not bypassing anything. You going to sit with me for 7 days? Those of you who've sat with me for 1 hour already know how my anointing and my energy is set up. I am anointed to pull back the veil, pull back the curtain and say, hey, you said you wanted to heal. You said you want more power. You say you want more freedom. You see this over here that you tucked away behind this curtain? You can't change anything you're not aware of. You can't change anything you're not aware of. Awareness is the first step to change. You got to look at it. You got to look at your numbers. Numbers are a spiritual coding system. They do not lie. They do not care about your feelings. If the bill is $150 and you only have $97 in your account, you cannot rationalize that. You cannot bypass that. You can't say, well, bill company, you understand 97. You understand that God is good and favor is fair. So I know you're asking me for 150 because that's what I agreed to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and just stand on this 97. And they're gonna be like, and you're gonna get a late fee. Period. You're gonna get a late fee. The numbers don't lie. And as we said in one of the previous lives, my definition of money that frames what we're going to do in class and really mine and unpack is that all money is God in circulation. Money is not just paper and numbers. Money carries memory, energy, and emotion. And every choice that you've made with money leaves an imprint in your body and your spirit. Okay? So this class is not about punishing yourself for bad financial choices. It's actually about healing your relationship with money so that it can become your partner, not your burden, and you can start clearing all resistance and avoidant patterns that you have with keeping a positive, prosperous relationship with your flow of money. So that every 30 days, you're not surprised by not having enough, or you're not surprised by having more than enough because you've actually been present and intimate with your flow of money. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, for example, if you're going to step outside of certain ways of generating income where you don't have to rely on a paycheck every week or every 2 weeks, and you start living a lifestyle where every day is your payday, now all of a sudden it becomes vital to be intimate with your money in new ways because it's circulating more frequently. You're calling it in every day versus every 2 weeks. So, yeah, we got to actually have a skill set. We have to have tools that make living in a more abundant lifestyle easy for you. Because love is easy, fear is hard. So every day for 7 days, because everything is rooted in spirit, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Long before you were in your mother's womb, God already knew who you are and what you was going to do, right? So things are rooted in spirit. And so what begins to happen is we're going to get to the bottom of where you've been harboring resistance and avoidance when it comes to your money flow. You may feel emotions rise up. There may be some tears, there may be some rage, some regrets, even relief. And that's how you'll know that the tools I'm giving you each day are working. And stay with it. Stay with it because the way this class is structured, you'll be able to have the interaction with me each night for an hour, but you also have the Facebook group, Let the Womb Be Heard. There's over 2,000 incredible souls in that group. And you can go live and you can chant and say out loud these prayers that are coming with your free ebook. I'm giving you the 7 days of Ho'oponopono money flow prayers as a bonus gift when you come into the process, right? So you'll be able to leverage that and be witnessed and affirmed while you're in the process, going through the class. But I want you to really zoom in on the truth of what's happening in your life right now. A lot of times we try to use our passion and our divine gifts to bypass the lack of financial wisdom that we have not gained. You have to learn what to do with money. You have to have a financial plan or you cripple yourself. You cripple yourself. It makes it more difficult to actually be in free flowing expression and full embodiment of your power. Full embodiment, not partial. Full embodiment of your power. It becomes difficult when you are not being honest with yourself about what's really going on with you and your money. And you have these superficial surges of progress because maybe you amp up your energy and you're able to call in $15,000 in one day and it feels great, right? It's like, woo, I did that. But then before you even realize that every penny is gone. And one of the things that you'll learn in class with me is that the signature that you are utilizing your money the way God intends is that it will be fruitful and multiply. Because that's just kind of the charge. One of the first instructions that we received is to be fruitful and multiply. So I literally trace every penny, no penny left behind, because I want to make sure I'm being intentional about where I place things. And if it's depleting or growing the resources that the empire needs, that I need to fulfill my destiny. Right? Because what could be a greater accomplishment than fulfilling my destiny? Literally living full out what I was born to live out. It's going to be difficult to do that being financially irresponsible and financially illiterate. because the world is capitalistic, like it or not. The world is capitalistic, and the people who have an advantage in moving through this world have also learned what to do in this capitalistic society. Money is common language, regardless of the currency. Money is common language. You can go anywhere in the world. If you need to get food, you know that you need some currency. Some of it could be social currency. Some of it could be US dollars. Sometimes it could be the yuan. It could be whatever, but you need some currency. Money is common language. And so, you want to be able to move freely through the world with your gifts and fulfill your purpose without the weight and heaviness of scarcity and overspending. Those who overspend reside in a self-concept where performance is driving everything. You ever met somebody who got all the flashy stuff? They look real good on the inside. I literally just cleared somebody from my life that lives in this kind of being today. I had to wrap that up. You ever met somebody, it looks so good on the outside, all the shiny material things, but really don't have nothing sustainable. They don't have nothing sustainable. You actually are rotting on the inside morally and vibrationally because you are so invested in what it looks like versus what it actually is. It's so much better to choose your sacrifices than to have crisis choose them for you. Right? Your crisis now got you backed up in the corner. You done angered all these people because you made promises you couldn't keep. You done defaulted on so much you can't get any more resources. You can't access no capital. You can't get it together. There will not be a release of more power for you if there is nothing but chaos. Order precedes the power. Order comes first. God looks and says, "Oh, you are finally the size container for the blessings you've been asking me to pour into your life. Now that you've gotten some things organized and ordered, now that you've checked your compulsive behavior with money, as soon as it gets in your hand, it's right back out." And that wouldn't necessarily be the problem if you learned where to place it so that it would become fruitful and multiply. It's not the circulation of money that is the issue because money is designed to circulate. Stuffing it under a mattress is not wealth literacy. That's not wealth consciousness. Money is designed. The reason money holds value in this capitalistic world is because it moves. But when you're financially illiterate, you don't know where to place it. So the majority of your money goes into depreciating assets. The majority of your money goes into things that can't be fruitful and multiply, but only keep you entrapped and having to work and live a certain lifestyle because you don't know what you're doing. But you're constantly lighting candles, praying psalms, speaking all these affirmations. You putting the post-its all over the place. You putting the vision board up. You putting all these things up. I'm abundant, I'm wealthy, but you don't have the mindset. You don't even know what it really truly means. You just know you yearn for it. You want it. But you got to get a skill set. You got to learn how to create it because you were born and fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of the Most High God, the Creator. That energy is in you. You have God DNA in you, but you don't know how to turn it on yet as it relates to your money flow because you don't know what you don't know. You haven't been taught certain things. And so you get to certain phases of your life and you begin to realize that you're behind the learning curve and you begin to recognize what it has cost you because there are people in the world who are intentionally profiting off of your ignorance. They don't care that you don't know. Matter of fact, there are corporations and businesses that profit, their business model is reliant upon your ignorance. They hope you overspend. They hope you go into Walmart and you take every single rollback offer just because it looks like you're going to spend less until your cart is full, right? And then you realize, oh, I came in here for one thing, but my cart has 15 things, but I gotta do it. Here comes the compulsion. I gotta get it because it's rolled back. It's on sale. Scarcity. I went through a phase where I was like studying what it means to be a minimalist. I was fascinated by people who like have 2 pair of jeans instead of 15, or people, like just the whole minimalist culture and mindset. And I was like, how? Because part of the reason, my childhood trauma, I grew up with a hoarding mom. And so there was always too much, but the lived experience always felt like there wasn't enough. Right. And it took me decades to heal and fully recover from what growing up in that kind of environment created in me, in my subconscious mind. And so, I started breaking generational patterns in my matriarchal bloodline by simply making sure my daughter could walk around her house. That at age 9, she knew how to cook. I didn't learn how to cook until my late 20s, early 30s, right? So there were certain things that were seeded in my consciousness, because there was a real generational curse in my bloodline of overspending, of too much. People in my community deal with this a lot. And I can only speak to that because I'm a part of my community. I'm sure it's probably in others as well. But, somebody transitions in the family and whoever the child or people left behind are to deal with that. Now you got to unpack mama's house because, boy, she got stuff, right? You think you at the back of the closet and she done organized all her hoarding. She got 5 other boxes, bags, vacuum sealed thing. And you're like, what is all this? And just think about the emotions. They talk about this in feng shui, like that your environment is a reflection of your consciousness. How are you saying you don't have enough money for the things that would change you and improve you, but you got a closet full of too much stuff? Where something's not adding up. Something's incongruent in what you say is most important to you, but what you're actually doing. And when you've spent too much time being avoidant and all of your trauma response is to disassociate, then you don't even see yourself, which is where processes like my class become valuable, because to be witnessed is to awaken certain knowledge about yourself that you may have tucked away. I would not be the woman I am today without my sisterhood. I intentionally invest in tribe life because I know the value of having people around me that I trust and I know genuinely care about me, tell me about my blind spots. Not only has it helped me with my self-concept, not only has it helped me with my socializing, not only has it helped me with my discipline, it has helped me with my money flow. Because when people truly know who you are, not just who you present, they support you. And that love gets contagious and can be monetized. It can be traceable in the marketplace. So to get to the root cause of overspending, you got to get rigorously honest with yourself. There is no healing without the truth. And the lies you tell is part of the subconscious thoughts that convince you to buy things you don't need. Because the truth says, I got enough socks. I got enough jeans. I got enough makeup. I got it. I don't need this lip color. I got 3 other shades of it. But what is it that you're trying to feed? What are you avoiding? What do you think getting that extra thing is going to really do for you? Just it's like a hit of adrenaline. Like I just need that hit. Right? Like no, actually you need a financial plan because you will perish for the lack of vision and the lack of knowledge. You will get lost. You can lose yourself by not being proactive and educated and strategic. And I pray that you get a precision that you cannot deny in this season. The world as we know it is changing in a permanent way. I pray that as you move through fulfilling your destiny, your life, your dreams, your goals, your business, your career, that you get a precision you cannot deny, that God gets so loud with you about what you do with your money and your flow of it that you cannot ignore it. You can't just turn your back on it. You have to wake up and say, all right. Especially for those of you that have children and grandchildren, what's left behind for them? Are you giving them an inheritance of debt? Are your debt collectors going to be calling your children when you're gone? Get your house in order. Come to the 7-day money flow reset. You're going to learn how to reconcile and close the gap. I'm going to teach you. How to reset your money flow. Now, I'm going to give you some skills and tools to do it, but you're going to have to continue from there. I'm going to reset you, like jolt you, and get you back in some clarity so you can execute some things. But you're going to have to go from there. I'm going to help you with the emotions that come with this. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. You have that conversation with money. I'm sorry. I haven't always used you well. Please forgive me. I didn't know I didn't know. Thank you for even still being a part of my life and in relationship with me. I love you, money. Can we be BFFs? Ho'oponopono. We're going to apply it to your flow of money. I'm going to give you some codes. I'm going to give you some tools that you can use. You will decide if you will continue to use them. While you're in process with me, you'll get to practice and use them. And then after you complete the 7-day reset, you'll have some new ways of being. And you really only need 14 days to train your brain to function in new ways, to create new habits, right? So you do something consistently enough, long enough, before you know it, your life is different because you are different. If you change, your life will change because you are living your life, right? So I invite you, if you have not signed up, you need to come. If you are overspending, if you are feeling and living scarcity, always gotta, rob Peter to pay Paul, finagling things, always constantly asking other people to accommodate your lack of financial literacy and awareness. And so, they gotta adjust their offers and how they do things to try to accommodate you. And some people are willing to do that, but I know that it doesn't feel good as a business owner to constantly have to accommodate people's scarcity energy. And it didn't feel good having to ask other businesses to accommodate me when I've been in those spaces. So let's all just grow up in our knowledge and financial wisdom so that we can do commerce in ways without that tension, that don't include that kind of tension and pressure, because you actually have enough for what you need because you live according to your budget and not your emotions. You don't just use your money to try to soothe yourself emotionally. You actually use your money responsibly, and you make sure you place it in ways that are fruitful and multiply and can take care of the lifestyle that you want to live. So if you want a lifestyle where you have massages, you have access to coaching, you have access to mentorship, you have access to high level, high functioning communities, and that's an investment cost, well, those line items go in your budget. And you begin to say, okay, maybe my budget for self-care this month is going to be about $1,000 because I'm big energy, I serve in big ways, and I need a lot of support in order to continue to do that. So I'm going to have to really invest in my self-care so that when money gets tight, the first thing I'm not sacrificing is what I need to stay healthy because I wanted that bag or that pair of shoes or that outfit, or Shein ran a sale and I decided that I needed to load my cart up. with clothes that I'm probably going to wear once or twice a year. What are your values? What are your priorities? Because we going to know you by your fruit. Inspect your own fruit. What are you producing? Are you financially healthy? And if the answer is no, I need to help you reconfigure yourself and how you think and the choices that you are making so that you can get financially healthy. So again, go to thewombsauna.com/events. The investment in this 7-day money flow reset is just $47. I'm being generous. I'm seeding something here, right, for those who need it. And so come and receive it. Come hang out with me for 7 days. It's going to change your life. You're going to get some information, some skills, some tools that you can use and that you can fold into your daily routine to improve your relationship with money. And I'm excited to share this with y'all. I love you. Enjoy your day. Tag somebody, share this, comment, let me know your feedback and your thoughts. But share this conversation with someone that you know overspends and has been dealing with scarcity. So I got something I think will encourage you and something that can support you and encourage them. Get it for yourself first, though, because, sometimes we give to others and we really need it and we don't take it. But get yourself registered, get yourself supported, and then invite 3 to 5 other people that you know need this experience and really need some encouragement, needs to clear some energy around their flow of money and learn new ways of moving, circulating their money. All right, I'll see y'all in class. Peace.